I was out driving Uber this morning, and man, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't use my Uber app, the podcast app, the music app. Couldn't even edit my video, create my video this morning. And I thought it was because I didn't pay my phone bill. But when I looked at my phone, it said that my storage was full and I wasn't able to do nothing. I wasn't even able to do an update. I wasn't able to open my photo app to start deleting things. So I just went ahead and deleted the podcast app. Once I freed up that storage, I had access to start doing more things on my phone, to delete the videos, to get into the apps that I wanted to get into. And at that moment, I learned a life lesson. And that life lesson was a lot of us is walking around frustrated, upset, tired, ready to give up. And it isn't because we broken, it's because we reach our capacity. We can't put nothing more on our plate until we get rid of some things that's holding us back. What up, though? What up, though? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Pick Your Side podcast, where we just talk about real life things and we just do what we need to do to better our life and get to the next level. This week episode, I want to talk about why it's so important that you let go of some things so that you can move forward and have the capacity to get the things that you need in life so that you can level up. So my first point is we need to figure out what's taking up our storage. So as humans, we like to carry around a lot of things. That can be we carrying around stress, we carrying around toxic behaviors, we carrying around failures, we carrying around just a bunch of distractions and just carrying around unfinished business. So the same way that I had to go in my phone and figure out what was taking up the storage, I need you to do that same thing with your life. I need you to ask yourself this question: what's holding you back and what has your attention? Is it worry? Is it fear? Is it stress? Is it drama? Is it toxic relationship? Is it just you got too much information but you're not ready to execute because you're scared? Ask yourself them questions. You have to identify what's taking up so point one, we need to figure out what's taking up our space. As humans, we like to carry around a lot of things. We like to carry around opinions of other people. We like to carry around stress. We need to carry around failures. We like to carry around just information that we never gonna apply. So when my phone got that message, I had to figure out what was taking up all my storage. Once I was able to figure that out, I was able to remove it and my phone's back to work. So I need you to do the same thing. I need you to ask yourself these questions. I need you to ask yourself, is it stress that's holding you back? Is it worry? Is it what other people on social media are saying about you? Is it you comparing yourself, or is it that you got too much information but not applying anything? You have to identify what it is so that you can get over it and you can go to the next level in your life. Practical step number one, I need you to do these three things for me today. I need you to go ahead and take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and sit down, write down everything that's bothering you, everything that's keeping you up at night. And once you do that, I need you to ask yourself these three questions. One, do it help you grow? Two, is it in your control? And three, does it align with where you want to go in life? If you answer no to any of them, that may be something that's holding you back. And that's something that you can get rid of. My point two is too much information and no execution. That's something that I struggle with. I can listen to the podcast all day about losing weight, about investing in yourself, about just business in general, just motivational speeches. I can recite them to you. I can tell you word for word what somebody else said, but I'm not seeing the fruits of that information that I'm learning because I have too much information. And once I get too much information, I realize I never apply what I learned. So you don't need to read 10 more books about investing. You need to just start investing. You don't need to read 10 more books about losing weight or watch 10 more videos about losing weight. You need to just get in that gym and start moving and applying what you learned. And I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself because this is my biggest problem that I have. And so once you get the information, you need to just go ahead and apply it so that you can move forward. And you gotta free up that information that you learn. You go learn something else and then you apply that. So I'm gonna give you a practical step with this as well. So I want you to think about the last three things that you learned this week. And I want you to simply pick one thing and I want you to apply what you learned. And then I want you to come back and drop a comment and tell me if that helped you get closer to your goals. If you haven't applied anything, then you right in the same boat as me. So this week, we need to go ahead and pick one thing. Not all 10, not 5. pick that one thing and we need to apply it to our life, because learning information doesn't change your life. Executing on the information and applying what you learned is where you start seeing results in your life. Point 3 that I want to touch on is clutter stops updates. So I wasn't able to update my phone because I don't have any storage. So for me to be able to update that storage, I had to remove some of the old things that I no longer need, like videos or apps that I don't use. And in life, we want God to elevate us. We want Him to give us more opportunities. We want Him to give us better relationships. We want Him to just put us in a better position overall. But we also don't want to get rid of anything. So you wouldn't go to the store and buy a new carton of milk and pour that spoiled milk in it, because it'd be foul. It'd be nasty. So God can't move the way that you want Him to move in your life without you letting go of the past and letting things go, letting people go. But until we clear up that space and get rid of the old, we don't even have the capacity to receive the blessings that God has for us. We want to change things in our life, but we don't want to change things. So to get the blessings that God has for you, we have to be willing to get rid of some things and get rid of some people. Because it may not be God isn't ready for you to start winning. It's just that you don't have the capacity. And one way to get rid of that capacity is to remove things. Practical step 3 is we need to identify what some things that we can get rid of. Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it a relationship? Is it a friend? Is it a job? Is it, I don't know what it is, but you need to identify it. And once you identify it, start planning to remove it out your life. And I promise you, watch your life start getting better. So my 4th and final point is we need to start creating intentional space in our life. So when I started removing videos and old apps off my phone, I was able to use the phone the way that it was supposed to be used. So that's the same thing that applies to your life. When you create space, you get more focus. When you create space, you get more clarity. When you clear more space, you get more rest. When you clear more space, you get to do the things that you love. You get to spend the time with the people that you love. You get to spend the time with your kids. You get to spend the time doing things that you want to do. So sometimes the most productive thing you can do is not add another task to your life. It's actually removing some things from your life. And sometimes your breakthrough doesn't come from you doing more. It comes from you actually doing less. So the practical step 4 is before you accept any new task, I need you to ask yourself, do you have the capacity for this? Are you mentally prepared to carry this weight? Are you rested? Are you overwhelmed? Are you dealing with something that you haven't addressed right now before you say yes to anything else? If the answer is no, then don't do it. And don't feel bad. Don't let nobody try to guilt you into doing something. No is a complete sentence. Protect your peace. So we at the end, so you know how I like to end my episodes. I need you to pick your side. But before we get to the question, I need you to do these things. I need you to do a life audit about everything that you have going on. I need you to look at your schedule. I need you to look at your habits. I need you to look at your relationships. I just need you to look at everything. And then I need you to ask yourself, is this leading me closer to my purpose, or is it pulling me away from it? Ask yourself, what do I need to delete? What do I need to get rid of? Who do I need to get rid of? Because just like your phone, you only can carry so much storage. You only can carry so much weight in your life. You only can carry so many people around. You only can do so much. So once you figure out what's holding you back, it's time to go ahead and remove that. We don't need to learn anything new. We don't need to add anything new to our life. Like I said earlier, no is a complete sentence. But once we get rid of all that dead weight, all the bad habits, all the bad decision making, then we're going to start seeing the fruit of our labor. So I need you to pick your side today. Are you going to keep carrying things around that don't serve you no good? Are you going to keep just learning stuff and not applying it? Or are you going to free up space so that you can grow, so that you can earn more, so that you become the person that you intended to be? But the choice is yours. You pick your side. But I do want to thank you for tapping in, listening to another podcast episode. I appreciate all the likes, shares, comment. If you haven't already, subscribe, share it with a family member, share it with somebody that you love and that can use this information. And man, let's keep growing. Let's keep becoming the best version of ourselves. Have a great rest of the day. Be blessed.